family. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Dolphins coming in at 9-0, going up against the Bengals, who come in at 5-4.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play action. It's Bridgewater. He's going to wind up and air it out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. On the counter, Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
He'll look to throw. The hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's in it, and it's for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Let's go. Play 90.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. They go play action. Bridgewater. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. Skirts by him at the 35. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. On the give, this is their fullback. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
On 1st and goal, Dixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. Would you work your tight end into it? That's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go.
2nd down, Bridgewater. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And to give this time to the tailback. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 14 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, They ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Back to throw now on 1st down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. Gun now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They're set up to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A minute 57 to go in this 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
All right, now look at Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. 10 yards still left on second down. To throw, Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And incomplete here on third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Second down now after the pass completion.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking deep downfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Now the Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now it's 1st and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. To throw is Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here we go. Gun. Leopard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. As they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. He finds Beckham complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Bridgewater now. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary have really put this receiving core on lockdown. Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. A good pickup there, 26 yards. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game. I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A second down throw for Bridgewater. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run. Here's Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better. On second down, Bridgewater again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback. Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now? Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down.
Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right?
They've got his man complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the D gets the sack on 1st, and now it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Past the 20. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here's Bridgewater, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Here's Brad Nordman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken in at the 11. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
No. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A good pickup there at 22. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll drop the throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second down following the incompletion.
All right, here we go. P-19. Gun. Leopard. Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.